Hi, hello friends, welcome to the channel. In today's session, we'll be seeing process planning on cost estimation MCQs, Unit 3, Introduction to Cost Estimation. Question number 1. Cost estimation is the process of determining the probable cost of the product before the start of its manufacture. This question is a given statement. They are asking whether this statement is true or false. Cost estimation is the process of determining the probable cost of the product before the start of its manufacture. Before starting of its manufacture, can you determine the process of determining the cost? How much cost we are expecting? That expecting cost is called what? Cost estimation. Cost estimation is the expecting cost before before manufacturing product. We will be expecting some cost. That cost will be that cost estimation. That estimation of that amount required for that manufacture is called cost estimation. This is a sentence. This is the meaning given in the sentence. Cost estimation is the process of determining the probable cost of the product before the start of its manufacture. So I am going with option true. Question number 2. Types of cost estimate. Option number A is given as preliminary estimate. Option number B is given as final cost estimate. Option number C is given as both A and B. Option number D is given as none of these. Types of cost estimate. Option number A, preliminary cost estimate. Option number B, final cost estimate. These two are the two types of cost estimate. So I am going with option number C, both A and B. Question number 3. Commonly used method for estimating are. What are the commonly used method for estimating? Option number A is given as conference method. Option number B is given as comparison method. Option number C is given as detailed analysis method. All the three, conference method, comparison method, detailed analysis method, are the commonly used method for estimation. So I am going with option number D, all the above. Question number 4. The components of job estimate are. While performing job, what are the job estimates? What are components of job estimate are? Option A, design cost. Option number B is given as drafting cost. Option number C is given as R&D cost, research and development cost. Option number C is given as R&D cost. Option number D is given as material cost. Option number E is given as labor cost, and option number F is given as all the above. These are the costs that comes under components of job estimate. For what are the estimation done before doing a job? That is design cost, drafting cost, research and development cost, material cost, and labor cost. Design cost means for designing a product you will be using software. For running that software, for giving labors that software, for giving engineers, working of engineers, that all comes under design cost. Drafting cost, that's drafting. There is a lot of difference between design and drafting. Drafting means they will already be given measurements, dimensions. Based on dimension, you will be drawing that object's prototype in a software. That is called drafting. What is design? You will be analyzing. This much dimensions must be needed. That dimension must be needed. You will be only calculating with a formulas and then developing the dimension is called design. This is the difference between design and drafting. Research and development, that is R&D, means in market you will be needing a spoon. This spoon must be needed. There is no curved spoon in the market. So I'm doing some research and then developing a curved spoon and then marketing it. That is process comes under research and development. First research, what is the need in the market, then developing of that product is called research and development. The cost required for that doing that research and development is called research and development cost or R&D cost. What is material cost? For buying some material you need cost. That comes under material cost. Labor cost. For doing all these jobs you need labor. That all comes under labor cost. So these are the components of job estimates. So I am going with option number F, all the above. Question number 5. The determination of an actual cost of a component after adding different expenses is incurred in various departments. This A, costing, B, cost accounting, C, option C, both A and B, and option D, none of this. The determination of actual cost of a component after adding different expenses occurred in various departments is called costing, cost accounting. Option number C is given as both A and B, and option number D is given as none of these. You are developing a product, and for developing a product we will get cost. We'll be getting cost. After adding all the cost that occurred in developing that product is called costing and cost accounting. Both are same sense only. Costing is also called as cost accounting. So I'm going with option number C, both A and B. Question number 6. The various methods of costing are: option number A is given as job costing, option number B is given as batch costing, option number C is given as process costing, and option number D is given as departmental costing, option number E is given as operating cost method. For developing an object, it will just require job costing, batch costing, how much jobs needed, that all, machine current, that all be coming under batch costing. Process costing, which process you choose, that process depends, the costing depends on that process. Departmental costing, there will be departmental costing, there will be various department in creating a cost. That one of the means administrative department, design department, drafting department, there will be arranging department, raw material distribution department. There will be many departments that the cost coming on the various departments comes under departmental costing. Option number E is operating cost method. For preparation of a operating cost, there will be various methods, and there will be various engineers will be analysis for determining that cost. That all comes under operating cost method. Giving salary for them, that all comes under operating cost method. So I'm going with option number F, all the above. Question number 7. The total cost of manufacturing a product consists of: option number A is given as material cost, option number B is given as labor cost, option number C is given as expenses, option number D is given as all the above. The total cost for manufacturing a product consists of: for manufacturing a product, definitely material cost will be there, labor cost will be there, and expenses, some other expenses. So I'm going with option number D, all the above. Question number 8. Labor costs can be classified into: labor cost is of two types, direct labor cost and indirect labor cost. All of that we know that. Labor cost means that there will be a direct labor and indirect labor. Some laborers will be operating the machines, that is called direct labor. Some other laborers will be indirectly, they will be helping in indirect way. That all becomes under indirect labor cost. So I'm going with option number C, both A and B. Question number 7. Dash are the workers who actually work or process different materials either manually or with the help of the machines. Dash are the workers who actually work or process different materials either manually or with the help of machines are called direct labor or indirect labor, or C, both A and B. I told you in the previous question, the workers will be involving directly, that is they will be actually working or process different materials. They will be processing the materials, hardening the steel, somewhat they'll do some process either manually or with the help of machines. Unloading with the help of conveyors, loading with the help of conveyors, that all comes under which one? Direct labor or indirect labor? That all will be coming under direct labor. So I'm going with option number A, direct labor, because they are doing directly. Option number 8, question number 8. Dash are the non-productive staff who helps the productive labor in performing their duties. Who help the productive labor? They are helping the productive labor, so they are acting indirectly. Option number A is given as direct labor, option number B is given as indirect labor, option number C is given as both A and B. They are non-productive staff who helps the productive labor. So they are not productive staff, so they are not directly into the work. They are supporting the directly working labor. So they comes under option B, indirect labor. Question number 9. All the expenditures other than direct material cost and labor cost are known as. The expenditures other than direct material cost and direct labor costs are known. Labor costs are known as. Option number A is given as expenses. Option number B is given as wages. Option number C is given as loss, and option number D is given as profit. Both loss and profit cannot be taken into account. Option number A is given as expenses. Option number B is given as wages. All the expenditures other than direct material cost and labor costs are called as expenses, not wages. So I'm going with option number A, expenses. All the expenditure other than direct material cost and labor cost is known as expenses. We are not taking account in the cost. Question number 10. Expenses can be classified as. Option number A is given as direct expenses. Option number B is given as indirect expenses. Option number C is given as both A and B. And option number D is given as none of these. Expenses can be classified as direct expenses and indirect expenses. So I am going with option number C, both A and B. Question number 11. Dash are those which can be charged directly to a particular job and are done for that specific job only. Dash are those which can be charged directly to a particular job. The word directly to is coming, and also it's that this cost is directly charged to a particular job and done for the specific job only. So directly we are giving some expense. The expense that are spent for directly to a particular job means that is direct expenses. The name direct itself says that only. Question number 12. Dash are those which cannot be charged to directly to a particular product. That is directly can be charged. This is directly cannot be charged. So I'm going with option number B, indirect expenses that cannot be directly charged to a particular product. Question number 13. The indirect expenses or overheads are classified as. The indirect expenses can also be called as overheads. They will come under factory expenses, administrative expenses, selling expenses, distributing expenses. Option number E is given as all the above. Option number A is given as factory expenses. Option number B is given as administrative expenses. Option number C is given as selling expenses. Option number D is given as distributive expenses. What is factory expenses? Current. You will be using current. You will need power supply. Waste deposition, waste transportation. That all comes under factory expenses. Administrative expenses, billing purpose. We need many members for billing purpose itself. That all and other document purposes, that all comes under administrative expenses. You need a judicial system also. Some need for giving income tax, filling forms for that. All comes under administrative expenses. Selling expenses, buying a product and selling it for advertisement. That all comes under selling expenses. Distribution expenses, distributing. You are manufacturing Tata watches in one place in a factory, and you have to sell to overseas. That's all comes under distributive expenses. You are manufacturing Tata watches in India, in I think Noida. From there you will be selling it in Chennai. From there you will be selling it Jamshedpur. From there you will be selling it to London. From there you will be selling it to Switzerland. That all comes under, that transportation cost all comes under distribution expenses. So I'm going with option number E, all the above. All other indirect expenses. Okay, factory expenses, administrative expenses, selling expenses, distribution expenses, all comes under indirect expenses. So I'm going with option number E, all the above. Hope you like this session today. Please like the video and share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.